Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of Movie Talks. This episode I was hoping to do the Spectre review, but obviously Spectre hasn't been released on DVD yet, so there's no footage on YouTube that I could use. There's just a load of trailers. So I'm going to postpone that until after Christmas when the movie's released. I'll rewatch it and then take some notes and just make sure it's a better review. Upcoming reviews, there's also going to be absolutely anything. And then I'm going to start the Marvel series. So I'm doing multiple reviews from Marvel, so all the superhero ones, and I might do possibly one or two DC. And that's going to start from this episode. So this episode, I am reviewing Iron Man. I'm going to review movies 1, 2 and 3, and saying all the amazing features. Just everyone loves Iron Man. It's a rich billionaire who invents an Iron Man suit to, just because he starts off, not caring about anyone in the world, and then he gets stuck in he gets kidnapped kind of thing by terrorists to build a weapon in a cave, and in that cave he builds a first suit of armour, which is the first Iron Man, which you've probably all seen. Even if you haven't seen the movie, you know what Iron Man looks roughly like. So yeah, he builds one of them in the cave with a friend. And then yeah, that's how Iron Man starts. I think the reason I love Iron Man and everyone loves Iron Man is just because it's just so creative. You can have all the money in the world and you build an awesome suit that can fly around the place. And it's just so cool. I mean, I always forget the name. Oh, it's Jarvis. Just having Jarvis. It's like the real-life version of Siri that actually works. It's just so cool. You can tell it to do anything. It's just, if Apple invented Jarvis, that'd be so cool. And I think it's all the holograms and everything. It goes all around, in the suit, in the mask, got holograms so he can call or do anything, and then holograms that all pop up with his hands and all explodes. So it's just a really cool guy. I think before he turned into the Iron Man, he was really, really, really cool. But after the Iron Man, it's just whoa. The first movie, I've always thought, it's alright. I like the thing where he's inventing the Iron Man suit and it's slowly getting better and better and better. He's making that range. It's gone from a silver Iron Man all the way up to the Iron Man as we know, the red and gold and stuff. The second movie, however, you've got in the first movie you got the idea of the bad guy, the big Iron Man suit. But in the second movie, he tries to follow the work of the other guy in the first movie, the bad guy. And he makes that electric arm thing, and you've got the races, of course, which is quite an interesting thing. You've got the first ever, portable Iron Man, whereas Iron Man's got the suit in the case, which is really cool. You've also got the third movie, where you've got the bad guy who's actually an actor. Oh, sorry, spoilers alert. But yeah, it turns out he's just an actor for the actual bad guy, which is a guy with superhuman powers and stuff. And this is the third movie is where it kind of links up with the X-Men sort of thing, because he's got these. He's like a mutant. He's got these powers, but it sort of says how he's made them, and it's man-made. But then so does Captain America. Captain America is just made out of stuff from a bottle, which is what Iron Man insults him with in the Avengers. But I'm not talking about that because that's a separate review. You've also got the link, which I never understand. I'm going to go into Avengers anyway because it's just an amazing movie, and I've got loads more to talk about. I won't ruin it all. But yeah, you've got the link, which I never understand, between Iron Man the third one, where he blows up all his suits in the end, and then you've got the New Avengers 2, and then he happens to have all the suits. He said to his, wife or girlfriend at the end of Iron Man 3 that he would stop with all the Iron Man suits, and he blew them all up. But in Avengers 2, he just happened to have all the suits back again. I don't understand this. I mean, seriously, if you're going to blow up the suits, but don't go back to them. So yeah, you've got all three Iron Mans. They're all linked, and the first one, or is it the second one? I think it might be the second or third, actually. You've got like the Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. come into it, and you've got Phil Coulson. Phil Coulson, who comes into it, and it's like one of the first times you've really seen him, because he's a really important character as it gets to it. In Avengers, the first one, he gets shot, and then he dies, and then he comes back to life, because he gets alien DNA inside him. So that's sort of linked with Iron Man. And then there's also, I think it's Iron Man 2, is linked with Avengers, yes again, because you've got the Black Widow, who is sent to spy on Stark to see if he's capable of going in the Avengers program, which turns out he isn't, but he's the only one that knows about it, because at the end you've got Fury like talking to him about it, and that's how it ends the movie. But no, it's really good. Yeah, you've also got other little hints and tricks and stuff. I mean, this is like one of the first build-up movies to the Avengers. So you've got he's like the guy. He's an Iron Man, but he works for the army and the president, and he's got the gun out of his back, and he's like America sort of person. I don't know his name, but he's connected with Avengers 2, because at the end of Avengers 2, it shows you the next group of Avengers, and he is in it. So you can look forward to seeing him in the next Avengers movie, and also the next Captain America movie, because you've got Captain America Civil War, which I'm going to do a review on either the trailer or the actual movie of that, whichever I get down to, after I've done Captain America and Captain America Winter Soldier. But if you've seen in the trailer, he's also in that. He's like with Iron Man fighting Captain America. But if you haven't seen that, I very strongly advise you go on YouTube now and type in, or after you finish this video, will be polite, type in Captain America Civil War, and it's basically, and there's another trailer you've probably got to watch as well, the DC Batman vs Superman, or Superman vs Batman. It's basically where half the DC versus half the DC are fighting over each other. It's like Batman and Superman are the main characters, but they've got like team up from other characters as well. I think Green Arrow's in it, which he's been in 3 series, which is really good. I like that series. It's quite a good one from DC. Marvel's trying to copy that, I believe. They're always competing. By doing Iron Man and Captain America fighting. I don't really know how this is going to work, but it might do. So we'll just have to wait and see, really. You've got Hawkeye, which is going to be interesting, fighting against Black Widow, and they've kind of got a bond, so that's going to be a bit difficult to like percept. But yeah, I'm getting off topic again. This is an Iron Man review, not a Captain America Civil War or Batman v Superman review. So I'll review them later, but let's get back onto Iron Man. Yes, back to Iron Man. This is obviously the box set of the 3 Iron Man movies. There've been like loads of rumours going around about Iron Man 4, and Robert Downey Jr. has confirmed that he will be in it, and they're planning on releasing it in 2017. However, they haven't released any trailers for it, which is a bit of a shame, but they should be coming out late next year probably. So we'll have a look at them shortly. Don't get confused. When I mean shortly, I don't mean like in a minute later this video. I mean I will like put them in one of my review episodes when they come out, because obviously I can't show you if they're not out yet. But yeah, so Robert Downey, Robert Downey Jr. I think he's a really good actor, and he's really, really good at the role of Iron Man. I think his character just completely suits it. It's his looks, his everything. I just think he's a really good character for it. So let's look at some of the covers of Iron Man. So you've got this one. Oh, Jesus. Camera's really... Oh, there you go. Got Robert Downey Jr. and that is Iron Man. That's obviously the bad figure in this movie, which I think either he or his son revenges him in the second movie. I think it's his son. Let's look at the second movie cover. Yeah, I think that is his son there, the bad guy. Obviously, his suit's got a bit better. That is the Black Widow, who is the spy for, who's spying on Iron Man to see if he can become an Avenger. And that is his girlfriend / wife, who I don't really know. And oh, I finally remembered his name. That's War Machine, who I was talking about earlier, the American sort of Iron Man who represents the American defense or something. And he protects the Prime Minister. Not Prime Minister, that's English, sorry. I am a Brit. But no, he protects the President of the United States of America. So yeah, I think you've got him in his suit. Just there. That is kind of his suit. This is the third one, and he comes into this a lot. Someone mimics him, puts on his suit, walks onto the President's aeroplane, and blows it up. So then Iron Man saves, I don't know what it is, 30 people by flying down and making them all land safely. This is the actor who acts the Mandarin, and he doesn't really do anything. The bad guy is that guy there, which if you've seen the movie you'll recognise him. He's got superpowers. And then he used to be a really ugly nerdy guy. But yeah, he fancied and fancies her. But those two are married and engaged or something. I never remember. I'm not that much on the romance. It's more the action for me, as most boys like me. But yeah, he puts the powers inside her, and it's like a self-destructing bomb almost, which is a bit interesting. It takes the meaning of God, you've got a hot girlfriend completely out of context. But no, in conclusion to this episode of Movie Talks, I do think that Iron Man trilogy does get into the top section of my Marvel movies. I mean, as an Avenger, prequel if you have it, or the storyline before the Avengers movie, I think it definitely gets to the top. I mean, Hulk, it completely trashes. I mean, if you've seen Hulk, Hulk is just terrible. I mean, all the Hulk movies are just diabolical. I mean, the new one's slightly better, but it's still a horrible movie. I just hated it. I think Captain America's probably my top. Yeah, Captain America is my top Avenger movie. I wasn't too keen on the first one. I know I'm not sure how old it is, actually. I think it's a bit old. But it wasn't my top. I really did like the second one, and I think the third one's just going to be amazing, because it really does tie it together, because it's just going to be before Avengers, the next one, which will be, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a two-parter, which it'll be really cool, because the Avengers 2 was a bit in the middle. It's just giving you the new characters before the next movie. It's just a bit, it's trying to get your money, really. They could have quite easily squeezed it into the next one, or the next one squeezed into that one, and you didn't really need any of the bit of the bad character, that I have strings and now I'm free type character. But no, I think Iron Man is a very good section of movies. I hope the fourth one's gonna actually come out, and I hope it's really good. So yeah, I'll do probably another movie when it does come out, on how it is, and then you can, obviously, I might add it onto this one, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, please subscribe, leave a comment, and like. If you have any more Marvel movies you desperately want me to do, then just put it in the comment box below. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.